Welcome back. So we're gonna try this, but my cat is being very insistent to stand here. So, welcome back to All the Shiny. I'm not feeling so well, so forgive me if I do this wrongly. I have a very bad stomachache. So between last show and this show, last show we sampled these Daniel Smith paints, and we took the little sample dot from the dot card and put it in here with water and made ourselves a nifty little palette. So I decided to take these QoR cards, excuse me, my stomach's really upset, and I peeled them off, and we have sample paper with these, even though I'm going to put them in the book. So yeah, you can see where we peeled them off. This one I tried to sample them with just water. And I'm going to try to peel these off later, but there's just, it's so stuck to it now that it's gotten wet. But we have the free paper. So anyway, what we did with these is we put them in our QoR palette. So we've sampled these, which are the granulated ones, and we sampled these, which are from the 3-piece set, and I added more to the containers. So I took this dot sample card, took the dots off and mixed them with water like we did the Daniel Smith ones, and made a tiny little trial palette. If this works, I will definitely buy full size tubes or pans or whatever. So we have this. What am I forgetting? Oh yeah, I'm forgetting the apron from Schminky. So I won a February prize and got this Schminky apron and Schminky paints. So I just want to say that every video. You can find a link for the Schminky set that I won in the description below. If you would like to try it, I do highly suggest it. It came with an apron and a coffee cup, which I use obviously for water, and a beautiful set of Schminky paints, and some watercolor paper postcards. So we will get back to using these paints shortly, because after we are done sampling the paint sets, and I don't think it's QoR time this week, but after we're done sampling all the paints, we have a few more sets to go. We will be working on a book, and so we're going to be working on this book, and I am so excited to start it. But first I gotta sample all the paints, so I have a idea where to find what colors. Today it's Holbein gouache, and I've already taken the liberty of putting them in this travel palette, and I just know the travel palette has a thing for your brushes, and a water cup. So this is now my dedicated gouache palette with a dedicated water cup. And here's the paints that I put in the cup. I am not going to use my Simply Simmons brushes because I do not want to ruin them. So I'm taking these Crayola brushes to use with my gouache. I washed them really well last night, and they hold water fairly well. They don't lose bristles. So if you are in a bind and need to get cheap brushes, this Crayola set is like, I think, $4 at Walmart, and it actually is a decent set of brushes. So it holds up comparatively to the other brushes I have in my. Anyway, we are going to pour some water. The thing about gouache is I heard that it doesn't come back up very well, so alrighty. Ooh, yes, we forgot to write that this was Daniel Smith. Oh look, it still has butterflies. I don't know what we're going to do with that, so let's see if Okay, yeah. So polyruben's paper, but it's only 20% cotton anyway. So I have a feeling I'm gonna want to sample all these paints on 100% cotton paper, which I have purchased. So I have a pack of paper in there. I saw someone roll this, so let me see if I can make this smaller. Ow. Alright. And I forgot to turn on the music, so let me reach over in there and do that. Looks like the music's still running. Oops. Oh well. Music's running, folks. So let's see if I can get more of this off. You know what this reminds me of? Silly Putty. I always wanted Silly Putty as a kid. I thought it was so fun to play with. I bet it's just Silly Putty, like, you know, because you could do this with Silly Putty, right? Alright, there we go. And we are going to reach up here and grab some tape. Oops. I just knocked over my container of sponges is all. This was also in the Schminky set, so I haven't used it though. And here she comes. Forgive her, my old lady. Hi, sweetie. What's up, Buttercup? What you doing? That's not for drinking. Not for drinking. See you later. I put the chair right here for you, so you can sit next to me. How many colors? There are 12. So if we divide this into 3, I think I'm getting better at this part. That would be 6. So it would need to be 3. That would be 6. How is this so difficult? It needs to be 6, and then those 6 is divided in half. I am not feeling well, so I'm just going to put that out there that like my brain isn't thinking clearly. It took me all day to do an hour's work at work. I just couldn't, and thankfully I don't get paid by an hour. I get paid on commission, which is even worse because, yeah. There we go. So last week's theme was butterflies. That's why the butterflies are still there, because I had planned to do all of this last week, but I like literally was not feeling well. Let's open this. So I do have an additional white here because I have an additional container of large gouache white. So I have extra white because I think I'll be using this so much. So I don't know how to use gouache. Do I wet the gouache? But the gouache is only wet, right? I don't know. And am I going to ruin everything? I think I'm going to ruin everything. I'm sorry. I ate some pizza and I'm not feeling well now. I don't think it's the pizza's fault. Anyway, so we're going to start with the white, I guess. It very much feels like working with acrylic. I can tell you that much already. Okay, having a wet brush helps. I just want to say that. I don't like the smell. And now we have gray water. So I did kind of organize it, so I put red on one side, blue on one side, yellow on one side, black and white on one side, and then try to organize the 4 center ones according to which color they were adjacent to. I think I did a decent enough job. So we have flame red and carmine. I think the carmine's the deeper one, possibly, right? Don't smoke or drink. Avoid skin contact. That should be carmine. Or is that flame? That should be carmine. The flame should be the orangier one, right? Allergies are bothering him. And I keep trying to close the door, but my other cat says no. No closing of doors. Oh, I can't get the color out of this. That's not okay. Because that's going to bleed into the next color, so I'm probably going to set that aside and try a different brush. I'm just amazed how far pink goes. What I should be doing is wiping the paint off before mixing it in the great. This is my first experience with gouache. I've not used it before. It looks like I got mostly out of the brush. So that was permanent yellow deep, and now this is lemon yellow. I noticed lemon yellow is quite a common color. It's in almost every palette I have. I think you're just going to go in a circle. We're going to do blue next. Seems to dry quick. It smells like tempera paints. That carving. Lovely on camera, I know. He's not dying, I can assure you he's not dying. It is decided to eat pizza before taking allergy pills during allergy season. So what blue was that? That was the lighter blue, so turquoise blue, and the darker blue is ultramarine blue, obviously. So this is the special palette that's supposed to not dry out in. And I have really no plan for this, so I'm probably just going to wing it. Got mostly out. Alright, brown. Brown color is, what color is the brown color? Burnt sienna. And it's the color of the water after mixing everything else up. A little bit of one of the reds got into the brown, into the sienna. So we're just going to ignore that happened. Alright, purple. Oh, that's why we use these brushes. So the greens are, oops, I used the same green twice. That's great. So permanent green and I believe light green. Permanent light green. So we're just gonna push that back in the palette. We'll wipe this off. I am recording. Hello? I don't know what's going on. So I think I'm gonna have to let that dry a little bit. Okay, you can't see the paper. Alright, while this dries, I'm going to pause the video and go get that mana coffer. Because, yeah. I hope you can hear me. If you can't hear me, please drop a comment in the comment section below and let me know that you can absolutely not hear me. I'll be right back, folks, because this doesn't take long to dry. Alright, welcome back. We are going to grab a pen and label these, but they're still wet, so you can see when I pull out the tape I got my hands all dirty. So I'm going to close them up for a minute so they don't dry out, since these are drying so fast. We have permanent deep yellow, lemon yellow. I'm going to say carmine, flame red. If I have those backwards, please let me know. My green is just not wanting to dry. Alright, now that's all labeled, we can safely put this away. Yes, please throw that back at me. That was fantastic. And we can actually stick this up here where it goes, so mind my arm for a second. Put that back in the paint bin. Alrighty. I am not sure how to tackle this. Should I paint the whole thing and then let it dry and then paint the next layer? Because these are not transparent, are they? No, they're not. Or are they? I'm not sure. So let's just paint a nice, pretty purple butterfly then, I guess. I kind of like that. Oops, got too much on there. Oh, it dries really too fast. I do like how it's turning out, sort of, I guess. I'm just going to leave that in the water so that way it doesn't dry out, because that seems to be the word of the day. Yeah. Hi, sweetie. There's an empty chair right here. That's interesting, I guess. Kind of turning out abstract-y. Let's see if we can get some red flowers. I think fire. Oh, time for the big brush, apparently. I don't know what I'm doing, so just bear with me because this looks awful, but you know, it could turn out to be cool if I'm not too stupid with it. Yeah, I know. It's childish and I don't care anymore. I'm gonna have to do something with gouache, like take a tutorial. I don't know how to work the paint, but yes, that licking sound really is a cat licking itself. So, you know, you must bathe before we sleep every day. I got a little too much purple here. I don't know what to do about that because I'm afraid if I tried anything, it's just gonna... I mean, I painted it. I tried. I think the other issue is this paint's drying as fast as I can get on the paper. So, let's see, what else can we do? I know this is weird, but that doesn't look too stupid. I think it looks cool, but you know. Also, I got some shadow in here. Well, I think it's done for now. I mean, except for this glob of purple. Well, there you go. I personally, I'm so inexperienced with gouache that I don't know how to paint, and that's obvious, right? So, we're done for today. I may do another video, maybe, but there is a lot of more palettes to check out, and I'm not feeling very well. So, I may go back. I'm gonna go clean these brushes and put this all away. And then I'm going to go back to this QoR set right here and do the second QoR set right there. So I'd have those three, and then I'd have the granulation set, which is not very granulating, and then I'd have this, the trietary set. And then that would bring up the book to where we are. I also need to remember to write the names down for that. Anyway, that's it for this video, folks. Thank you for watching All the Shiny, and you make it a great day. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more videos. And once again, the links to the paints will be in the description below. The link to the group I'm in, where we're doing all of the challenges, will also be in the link below, in the description below, and so will be my website. My website is in the process of being built, but I'm not feeling very well, so I'm super nauseous. It doesn't make sense. I'm not pregnant. I think just my diabetes is out of hand again. So I will talk to you later, and I hope you have a great evening.